Hey guys, I'm the Hylian Scallion, and today I'm going to be starting the second series on my channel, playing the game Slime Rancher. The first series is on the game Forge Nuclear, and I release videos for that series every week on a Sunday. I'll put a card in the top right and link to the playlist in the description. This series I think I'm going to upload every week on a Wednesday, so it'll be a midweek upload in comparison to the weekend upload for the other series. But without further ado, let's get right into Slime Rancher. Let's go! 1,000 light years away from Earth, on a planet known as the Far Far Range, Beatrix LeBeau begins her first day as a Slime Rancher. So here we are guys, we're on the ranch on the Far Far Range, and looking at this we just have to do the tutorial quickly and just get all of this done. I'm going to go right ahead and collect up these carrots because we'll need them later. And this pink slime here as well. If you've seen the Forge Nuclear series, you'll know that slimes are the bane of my existence in that game, but in this game they'll obviously be quite useful to us. And here that we got our first pink plort. So before we do anything, I'm just going to go right ahead and sell that and get a little bit of money. And we're going to go ahead and put our pink slimes in the corral here. Now, if you don't know the basis of this game, we go around the world and collect a bunch of slimes here on the Far Far Range, and we keep them in corrals here, and we just sort of feed them food to get them to produce plorts. And once they produce plorts, we can sell them over on the plort network to get money, unlock more areas, grow more crops, and hold more slimes. So hopefully one of these slimes will eat some of the food. We can grab this one over here and put this one in the corral as well. And what I'm actually going to do is come right over here quickly and make a little garden here. And then we can start growing these carrots so we can be constantly feeding these slimes so that they don't get angry with us. But looking at that guys, we got a plort, so let's go right ahead just to complete the tutorial some more and sell that here. And as you can see, pink plorts are worth 10 V-Bucks currently, and there's 3 other slimes that we have access to right now. But I won't be telling you what they are yet, you just have to wait and see. So, now that we've done the tutorial, let's go head out into the Far Far Range and see what we can find. So this first entry here is the dry reef, and over here guys, out in the world, we'll see little areas like this with the H, and when we look at this, we just get a little bit of lore. So I'm going to be reading this, and let's see what it says. Hello Beatrix, the name's Hobson Twillagers, rancher, explorer, and the former owner of this here ranch you now call your own. Pleased to make your acquaintance. I was a rancher for more years than I can remember, and thought there was one last adventure left in me, so I've set off to find just that. But before I go, I'm taking one last tour around here in this here land I love. So, keep your peepers peeled for notes like these, if you want to hear what an old coot has to say every now and again. Be talking to ya, H. So looking at that, we weren't the first one here in this ranch, which is expected considering a lot of stuff's already set up. But well, here guys, I'm just going around and I'm going to collect as much stuff as we can. I'm going to copy these carrots here, and this pogo food will actually be useful later as well. For now, these will be the first 2 basic foodstuffs that we grow on our farm, or our ranch. And we're just going to collect these up and head out and see if we can't find any more slimes. And looking over here, we actually have a golden slime, so I'm going to go right ahead and see if I can't feed it. Oh, and it's run off. Golden plorts are worth a lot more money than regular plorts, but we sadly was not able to get that. And looking at that, we actually got star mail from our friend Casey back on Earth, and we'll have to check that out when we get back to our home. But for now, we're just going to continue heading around this area, and looking at that, we found some rock slimes here. But we won't be collecting those quite yet, those will be for later. What we are looking for right now, we should hopefully be able to see soon. It should just be up here, and I think they are just over this way, dropping down this ridge, and there we go. This is what we are looking for, tabby slimes. We want to collect just a few of these, so we can do something that is quite fun for storing multiple slimes in a small space. But first, we have to read this letter from our friend Hobson Twillagers. I had a great big tree like this one here along the edge of my property back on Earth. It had been there before anyone could remember. It survived all kinds of change around it, and then one day I began to notice it was dying. Wasn't anything unnatural. That was just its time, I suppose. Then I realised if I didn't do something, I'd end up like that tree. I'd spend my whole life in the same place. I wasn't going to let that happen, so I bought a ticket for the far, far range the very next day. I wonder if that was how us as Beatrix got here, but I guess that's a job to find out later. For now, I'm just going to head back to the range and see if we can't use these tabby slimes and our pink slimes and do a little magic. I've just realised how weird that could sound, but before we go back over here, guys, this is a map. So we now have the map of the dry reef, and as you can see, there's actually quite a lot of areas that we'll need to be visiting throughout our adventure. But for now, this dry reef here is all we have access to. So now that we have that, I'm just gonna head right on home, up past these rock slimes, and over this ridge here, past where all the pink slimes and that golden slime was before. And here we are back at the entrance to our ranch. So a lot of this game at the start, guys, are just going around, and actually throughout the adventure, going around collecting slimes and bringing them home, growing food for them before we feed them to collect their plorts. For now, I'm going to throw all of these tabby slimes in here and do something that we can do with these slimes and go right ahead and combine them with the pink slimes to make pink tabby largos. Now, we can combine one slime with one other type of slimes and plorts, but if we combine too many slimes with too many plorts, then we create something called a tar slime, which, well, we'll probably get around to those later, but the important thing is that we should be avoiding the tar at all costs. So for now, I'm just going to go ahead and see if I can get a couple of these guys to turn into their largos and try and prevent them from getting out. Obviously, we'll need to increase the size of these walls as soon as we can. So for now, there might be a few that haven't changed yet, but I'm just going to go right ahead and collect up those plorts there and come over here and sell them on the plort market. And I don't quite think that'll be enough, guys, to upgrade the walls yet, sadly. No, I need 350 V-Bucks to upgrade the corral walls, so what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm just going to go around and collect up as many plorts as I can around the world, and I think I'm going to do it in time-lapse form. So, let's do this! And there we go, guys. As you can see, we've got plenty of plorts, and looking at that, it's a good time to return home because it's turning night and the tar slimes are actually far more active at night time. So it's a good thing we got back when we did. But for now, I'm just going to go right ahead and sell all our plorts here on the plort market, and looking at that, we indeed did get enough to allow us to go and buy right ahead those high walls. And later on we'll be saving up to get this airnet as well, to prevent them from further jumping over the top. But for now, I think we should not return straight to our ranch, but sleep until the morning and then check out our star mail. So first is from the 7ZEE Corporation, which says, Miss LeBeau, the 7ZEE Corporation would like to welcome you to the Far Range. Welcome, and extend our support in your bold new adventure as a slime rancher. Support extended. We would also like to request that you exercise caution in your first few days on the range. Until you get more familiar with your surroundings, travelling at night is not advisable. Lastly, should you require any additional tools to your backpack or items to make your slime marching experience easier, the 7ZEE Corporation will be pleased to provide them to you from the shop located just outside your ranch house. The 7ZEE Corporation, providing the tools you need to get the job done, for us, for a small fee. And another letter from Casey. Hi B, what's it like to sleep for a whole year? Did you dream? I can't imagine what that's like. 7ZEE puts you in a pod and then lights out for that time? Wow. What's the far range like? Have you started exploring? Is the air as clear as they say? I bet it's really beautiful. I'm probably asking you too many questions. I bet you have a lot of work to do on that ranch. I still can't believe it's yours now. I guess I better leave you to it and just keep it short. Good luck, B. If anyone can make it out there, it's you. So guys, now that we've read our letters, what we're going to do is just come right ahead and looking at this, our carrots have finished growing. So we're going to go and collect those up before giving them to our lovely slime friends here. And for now guys, we're going to have to just manually go in and collect up all these plorts, but we'll be changing that later. So for now, I'm just going to see what these plorts can get us. And selling those on the plort market brings us up to only 241, but that's okay for now. Because there are a couple more in there that we can go and collect quickly. And try and not pick up the Largo slimes and sling them across the ranch would be good. And just quickly go through and... This is why collecting plorts in the early game can be annoying, but collect up our plorts, and hopefully that should be a good amount. And we can just come right over here and sell these on the plort market as well, and see how much we get. Looking at that, we didn't quite get enough for what I was hoping for, but for now, I'm going to go right ahead and turn this here into another garden, growing this pogo fruit, and I'm going to throw all this pogo fruit in here, and hopefully get a few more plorts from these guys. And once again guys, I think I'm just going to head out yet one more time and collect another bunch of plorts. And so, I'll see you in a minute. Let's do this! So as you saw there guys, I actually broke open a crate and got a heartbeat and a Q-berry. So I just went right ahead and made gardens for those instead of the carrots and pogo fruit that we had on, which we'll be using the Q-berries later when we get another slime hybrid type that has Q-berries as their favourite food, and we'll be feeding the heartbeats to these guys here. But for now we're actually going to do that the other way around, but with what I said earlier about the Q-berries being the hybrid's favourite food, or one of the hybrid's favourite food, the important thing about that is when you feed a slime their favourite food, they actually drop double the plort, which means double the money we can get from it. So, if you can't tell, basically we feed them their favourite food to make it easier to collect money in the future. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and actually buy another corral here, so I can hold these rock slimes that I collected during the time lapse, and I'm gonna go ahead actually and take up a couple carrots from here because we can feed the pogo fruit we had in here to these guys. And actually give these carrots to the rock slimes over here. And go right ahead and collect a couple rock plorts quickly. Just because the rock plorts sell for a bit more, meaning we can get the money for the high walls in the air net on that corral first, because we also need the money for a solar shield, which you'll see why eventually. But for now, like I said, I'm actually going to go out and collect more plorts and see if I can't get a bunch of plorts to get a bunch of money. So, let's do this! So guys, as you can see, we have plenty of plorts now to sell on the plort market to get a bunch of new bucks to start upgrading our ranch a bit more. And as you may have noticed during the time lapse, we actually got some more star mail, this time from someone called Thora West. So after we sell our plorts, let's go check that out and see what Thora has to say to us. Excuse me, little pink slime, I'd like you to move out the way, please. You know, unlike in the Forager series, I'm actually quite happy to see slimes everywhere in this game because the slimes make you lots of money in this game, instead of just being a nuisance and trying to kill you all the time. Well, some of them at least. But we'll be getting to that later. For now, I'm actually going to go and collect up these plorts here and sell these on the plort market as well. And see if that nets us over 500, which means over here where our tabby pink Lagos are, I'm going to go right ahead and purchase this plort collector, which may seem like a bad idea. It's quite a lot of money, guys, but if you look at this, it means that we can collect up any plorts in here easily. We don't have to enter the corral at all. We can just collect the plorts and sell them straight onto the plort network for a bit more money. So for now, guys, I'm just gonna go right ahead and see what the star mail we got was. Hi there, Beatrix. Name's Thora West. I'll keep my introduction short on account that we all got work to do. I'm a long-time rancher here on the Far Range and headed a welcome wagon for your local range exchange. The range exchange is a network of ranchers, just like yourself, who are looking to trade what they got for what they need. Slimes, plorts, food, whatever. All you need to do is check out the range exchange machine daily and be sure to get your trade completed within 24 hours. As more ranchers get added to your network, you should receive a hearty hello from them, so check your inbox. Well, enough jawing. We've both got slimes to wrangle. Adios, Beatrix. Thor. So looking at that, guys, we've just unlocked the range exchange, which is this thing over here, and if we look at that, yep, Thora West. Help me out here and I'll make sure you get what's owed. She wants 8 rock slimes and 5 hen hens, and we get 2 stony hens, 250 new bucks, 6 heartbeats, and 12 carrots. So, I think we should go and collect those for her. And so, let's just head out now. And so the rock slimes should be just over this way, guys, and we should be able to find those fairly easy, and we need 8 of them, but I think I might get a couple extra so that we can put them in the corral with our already trapped rock slimes in there, and just see what we can do, really. And while I'm out, we might as well be collecting yet more plorts to sell on the plort network, because early game, you really just need to go and collect up as much money as you can, and I needed that hen there. It's fine, I'm sure I can collect more later. And in fact, here's one. We need 5 of these to complete the quest. And this here, guys, is actually a water spout. We'll be collecting water from that later, and that will actually be quite important because the tar slimes are weak to water. And see, I saw a hen up there. Doesn't seem I can get it though. Well, that's fine. I'm sure we'll be able to find more up this way. And so if we come up this way, guys, as you can see, there's actually mainly tabby slimes here and pink slimes, but looking at that, there's hen hens here, and this looks like all the hen hens we need, and that is a lucky slime right there. I don't actually know what to do with those. I've never encountered one of those before. Because, like with the Forager series, guys, I've actually played a little bit of this game before, so I'm not quite going into it blind, but from what I know, most of the game is just the same anyway, so I haven't delved much into slime science, which we'll be getting into much later in the series, but other than that, I'm mostly blind on the game, so for now, it seems like all we can do is collect these hen hens, but I'm actually going to go ahead and collect more carrots to feed to our rock slimes that are in there, and I'm actually going to check down here to see if... Oh, there's a rock pink Largo, but no, just rock slimes. But there are plenty of plorts for us to collect and to sell later. So I'm going to go right ahead and pick up all of those and just head back to the ranch. we'll give these hens to Thora West, but I can't promise her that we'll be able to find her the rock slimes that she requested in time for when her deadline is, unfortunately. And we do not want to be jumping down there. If you can't tell, guys, I'm a bit lost, so I'm gonna go check on the map, and this way is the way home, I think, which we need to get home quickly because, as you can tell, it's tiny night again, and yep, there's the entrance to our ranch. So let's get right back on here and give these hens to Thora, and in the morning we can head out and see if we can't find any more rock slimes. If we can't get 8, I'm just gonna go and get as many as we can and just add them to our with our rock slimes in it for now. And what I'm also gonna do is collect up all these heartbeats, which is the favourite food of the rock slimes, and just give these guys in here a little bit more food and give them their heartbeats as well. And in the meantime, collect up these Q berries for the pink tabby largos as well. And there you go. Let's give all of this food to these guys. Go and sell our pink plorts on the plort network, which are currently going for only 7 new bucks each. So if you can't tell, pink plorts are the most common, yet the most sort of not worth it. And let's just sleep until morning and return to the ranch. So for now, guys, I'm just going to go right ahead and check on our slimes here and see how many plorts we can get. So we can get 13 pink plorts, 13 tabby plorts, and just 2 rock plorts for now. And we can go right ahead and put all of those in here, and looking at that, we have enough now for the high walls for the rock slimes, which will prevent either of these guys from getting out. So let's go buy the high walls there. And now, guys, I'm going to go around and time-lapse me collecting more plorts and trying to collect 8 rock slimes in time for Thora's request. So let's do this. And there you go, guys, as you can see, we got all of the rock slimes we needed to complete Thora's quest here. So I'm going to go right ahead and go and complete that, and once you've done that, I'm going to go sell these plorts on the plort market and see how many new bucks we can make. So over here, you want it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And there you go, guys, that's all of our reward. I'm going to go ahead and put this other rock slime in here, along with these carrots, and looking at that, we got the dash boots upgrade, which we'll be able to hopefully get soon. And I'm going to go right ahead and put up these stony hens, which is the favourite food of the tabby slimes. Give more of these carrots to our rock slimes in here, and then give all of these heartbeats to our rock slimes as well. So guys, these guys will have plenty of food stocked up for them, and I'm actually going to come in here and try and grab a couple of these plorts and give them back their heartbeats and their carrots, and come and sell these plorts here on the network. And we should have plenty of money once we do that. And there you go, and I'm going to go quickly check on our tabby pink largo slimes and see how many plorts we can get from them. Looking at this, it's 14 more tabby plorts, but only 13 pink plorts because I think one of them got hit outside of the corral, but that's okay. And we can go sell all of these on the plort network. And now that we've done that, guys, I'm going to come right over here and quickly buy an air net for both the tabby pink largos and the rock largos. And next time, guys, we'll be trying to get this solar shield, which we're not actually that far off of. So what I think I'm going to do is just collect up a couple more plorts from each of my slimes and see if we can't just get that little bit of money to buy that solar shield finally. So I'm just going to come right over here, collect up all of these heartbeats, collect this one Q-berry that fell there. Give the heartbeat to the rock slimes, of course, because it's their favourite food. And then give the Q-berry to the pink tabby largos. And I'm actually going to come over here, guys, and see what upgrades there are. There's a water tank, which we'll be needing, a jetpack, the dash boots, heart module, power core, and a tank booster. But we'll be going for all of those, I think, next episode. For now, I'd just like to see if we can't get the final of the plorts that we need to collect that solar shield upgrade for our rock slime corral. Looking at that, we just need 100 more, which should be 4 rock plorts worth, I think. So I'm gonna take a couple of these heartbeats and go and see if I can't just find some rock slimes or some pink rock slimes out in the wild and just collect the plorts from them. So if I remember correctly, we can just collect plorts along the way as we go as well, but I think the pink rock largos are this way, as well as the just normal rock slimes that haven't turned into largos yet. And here's one over here. We're going to feed this one a heartbeat, or at least we would if they were hungry. Are you hungry? Looking at that, these guys aren't actually that hungry, which is a bit annoying. Hopefully you're hungry now. And I think I've just thrown that heartbeat into the slimes here, which sounds about right for something I do. So I'm just gonna go around and collect up as many plorts as I can, and hopefully I think that should be enough. Seems this slime was hungry, so we'll just collect the plorts from them. And I'm just gonna now head back to the ranch and see if we can't get enough gold or get enough new bucks to get the next upgrade. So let's go right ahead and do that. And we actually have one more letter that we just received, but I think I'm gonna look at that next episode, guys. And after we get this solar shield, I think I'm going to call it there for today. So for now, I'm gonna go right ahead and sell all these pink plorts here, and sell this tabby plort. And oh, looking at that, we're just short, but thankfully there's a couple plorts here that we can go and collect and sell quickly. And there you go. We have enough money now to go over here and collect this solar shield. So now that we've done that, guys, we've set it up to be able to do something next episode, but you'll have to wait till then if you want to know what it is. But for now, guys, it's been a joy playing today. Make sure to leave a comment down in the comment section below about what you think of this game, what you think of this series so far, and anything you'd like to see me do on the ranch later on in the series. And as always, like the video if you like the content that I've made, and subscribe to see more content just like this in the future. And share my channel with your friends to spread my channel around, help me grow, and just let other people know that I'm here playing games with them. It'll really help me out in the future, and it'll allow me to continue making videos just like these ones. So make sure to do that if you want to see me grow and want to see me continue doing this in the future. But for now, guys, it's been a pleasure filming, and I'll see you next week. Bye bye!